All right, good morning, geometry. In today's lesson, we moved into congruency, and the idea of congruency is based off of rigid motion. If you remember, before the break, we were working on translation, rotations, and reflections. So if we transform the shape across the coordinate plane, and then we looked at its sides, we looked at its angles, and we can determine that these two shapes are exactly the same. The size stayed the same, the angles remain the same, everything remained the same. The only thing changed is where it's at on the grid and possibly its orientation, right? So we looked at those criterias. Well, now we're going to get in more detail about it. Now we're going to prove that these triangles are congruent, and how we're going to prove that these triangles are congruent are based off of particular pieces of these triangles. So our opening activity is based off of a congruency statement. Here we are. We have a congruency statement. The congruency statement is that the triangle YXZ is congruent to the triangle ZKL. And all you need to do on an activity like this is just mark your triangle based off of the information given to you in the congruency statement. Congruency statement tells you everything you need to know. So start with the first two letters of the statement, YX. YX is right here. Just give it a mark. A single tick mark says, hey, this is congruent. Look at the second one, ZK. And anything that shares that same tick mark, we can say that these two pieces right here are congruent. All right, then when you look at the last two, XZ. XZ is right here, corresponds with KL right here. All right, and we can say that XZ is congruent with KL based off of the markings on the diagram as well. And then, of course, the last one's very easy. You look at Y and Z, the first and last. You notice how I'm using different marks. We don't know if these sides are the same or they're different. They don't tell us that in the statement. So we cannot assume that they're the same. Don't assume anything when you're marking these things up. The last part that we have to do is recognize the angles. Angle Y corresponds with angle Z, and we can go off straight from that statement. And I'm going to use a single arc mark. Angle X corresponds with angle K. And angle Z it's right here on this triangle. And we give the triple arc mark, corresponds with angle L. So this is how we properly mark our triangles. And then from these markings, we could probably even, from these markings, we can actually write this statement. So it goes forwards and backwards. See if you can try it on this next. Pause the video, write this down, see if you can do the next. All right. And how we do the next one is YX corresponds with DC. XW corresponds with CB. YW. Ooh, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. YW corresponds with DB. And then angle Y corresponds with angle D. Angle X corresponds with angle C. And lastly, angle W corresponds with angle B. Hopefully that mark lined up to your markings. If you have any questions, I will be posting a self-paced Neuropod on this lesson tomorrow. Check it out. Any others, drop by at 1 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I will be able to help you out. Have a good day. We'll see you later.